Hello everyone. Welcome to the solution of LeetCode problem 387 named first unique character in a string. In this problem, we are given a string S and we have to find the first non-repeating character in these strings and we have to return its index number. If there does not any other element such meet the conditions, that means we have to return -1. So here in the first example, the string is LeetCode. Here, every element except L appears more than one times. So here, we have to return L. Or we have to return the index number of L, which is 0. Now, the constraint of this problem is the string length can be in between 1 to 10 to the power 5, and each of the characters is lowercase English letters. I hope you understood the problem statement. Now let's move on to the algorithm. Now, for the simplicity of the algorithm, we have taken the first example here. The string is LeetCode. So in this string, we have to determine the first non-repeating character's index number. So the intuition behind the problem is, as in this kind of problem, we have to deal with the frequency, or we have to determine how many times a number occurs in a string. So this kind of problem can be solved using the map data structure. So here we will use the map data structure. So now we have taken a map and we have to iterate each of the element from left to right and increment the frequency of the corresponding character. Suppose currently we are at this element L. So L appears 1 times, E appears 2 times, T appears 1 times, C appears 1 times, then O appears 1 time, then D appears 1 time, then here E appears finally here, so E appears total 3 times. So we can say that in this string LeetCode, D appears 1 time, O appears 1 time, L appears 1 time, E appears 3 times, T appears 1 time, and C appears 1 time. Now we have to determine what is the first non-repeating character. So the idea of non-repeating character is, for a non-repeating character, the frequency should be 1, because if any of the problem has or any other character has the frequency greater than 1, that means this is not a non-repeating character. That means it appears more than 1 time. So that means it is repetitive. Now we have to run a loop from left to right, and we have to check whether the frequency of current element is 1 or not. If the frequency of current element is 1, that means we have to return the corresponding index number. Suppose here, if we run the loop from left to right, we will find the element L, and we can see that the frequency of the element L is 1. That means L is the first non-repeating character of this string. So here we have to return 0 because the index number of L will be 0. Otherwise, we have to simply return -1 if we did not find any of the non-repeating character. I hope you understood the algorithm. Now let's move on to the code. In this problem, the code is pretty simple. At first, we are given a function named first unique character and a parameter string S. After that, we are using a map to count the frequency of each character in the string. So here we are incrementing or counting the frequency. After that, we are using the loop. And if in any of the elements have the frequency of 1, that means we have found the corresponding index. Then finally, we have to return the index number. I hope you understood the code. Now let's move on to the time and space complexity analysis of this program. In this program, the time complexity is big O of n because we are iterating each of the character in the string, and the space complexity is also big O of n because we are using extra memories to store the frequency. And in the worst case, the size of the extra memory can be equal to the size of the input string. So here, the space complexity is also big O of n. Thank you everyone for watching this video. We will get back soon with another LeetCode solution.